Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. In this video, I thought I'd go back a little ways and pull out something that is pretty old, but at the same time, it's new. And the reason why I'm saying it's new is because Crafter's Companion, as you guys know, I buy a lot of Crafter's Companion stuff, but they just keep coming up with all these different kind of characters over character dies where you can cut over the tops of stuff and do all kinds of stuff. And then I thought, you know what, I'm not going to buy any of that because I still have some more of the, I still have the other original stuff that they had, which I absolutely love. And this is actually one, and the one I fell in love with, if you guys may recall, was the little mouse. So today what I'm going to do in this particular video is we're going to take a look at some of those Crafter's Companion, or I should say Gemini, which is really the product name Gemini, over the edge stamps and dies. Now, they may be called something else, but a lot of times when you look on the package, you're like, okay, what are these jokers called? And each one will have its own name, but it's like, what is the series of stamps called? And I want to say they're the cut over the edge character dies. That's a lot of words, but I'm sure if you do something like that, especially if you're looking for it, you can be able to Google it. And I'm going to tell you the ones that I have, and I'll tell you the names. But anyway, this is just so cute. And I had made one with the little dogs in it, and I don't know where it is. And but I think I even did a video a long time ago on it. But I thought I'd pull this up and show this to you again. And then I'm going to show you some techniques, just some little new things I kind of learned since I've been crafting on how to do a few things. And I'm going to kind of use these dies to do it. So anyway, with this, again, this one was, I thought this one was the cutest little, the mouse is just so adorable. I just used some tri-blend pens to color it. And then I found these little flowers. We all have dies with flowers, and I just put those on the side. And this is just a cute little card. I've never even put anything on the inside. Y'all know me. I just can't. I can barely get with the outside of the card. Now, remember, another little tip here, right? When using tri-blends, now I wouldn't give this away to anybody looking like this. I would cut another piece, and then just flip it over and put another piece on the glue it on here, so you don't see all that ink coming through. But let me show you the ones that I do have. No, you know what? I'm not do that first. What I'm doing is I'm going to tell you this. Now, a lot of times we do some coloring. So today is, again, this video is about these particular dies. Again, the Gemini over the edge dies, but I also want to kind of just share a couple of little tricks of the trade that I've learned since I've been crafting. So a lot of times we're doing a lot of coloring and stuff, and we make something. We say, "Oh, that's so pretty! I like those colors." And then be like, "I don't even know what I did. I don't know what I used." So this one was, I think, when I first got this little die, and I started practicing. I was trying to get the colors right. You can see it's like, you got a deformed ear. What happened? So I used my markers, and then I just wrote on here the colors that I use. So whenever you're crafting like that, especially you're doing any kind of colorways and you want to remember, especially if you want to do the exact thing again, get your one. Once you get it the way keep out your markers, right? And write down as you're using them, and then keep one for a spare so you kind of know what you did. Okay, so that's kind of like what that is all about. All right, so now let's take a look at I'm going to tell you the ones that I actually have. So I have the cute little mouse, which is absolutely adorable. And I think this is the one, that's foam on the roll right there. This is the one that sold me. And again, these were sold, oh my God, probably at least 2 years ago on Crafter's Companion. I might have bought them off HSN. Sorry, I'm not too sure. But this one is called Have a Mice Day. Okay, really cute. So it is a stamp and a die set. This is the little ones with the dogs, which I think are so cute. I just absolutely love those little dogs. So I fell in love with the dogs, and these are paw prints, which are so, so cute. Okay, and this is the one I'm going to show you today. A little couple of tricks and tips and whatever. Okay, here's the cats. This one says feline friends. Yeah, and you guys, anybody that's you guys probably remember these. Y'all folks, every day is something new, and I thought, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back to the old landmark and let's pull out some old stuff and just take a look at some of this stuff. And here's the little cute little birds in the flower pot, and this one is called Birds and Bloom. So as you can see, it gives you 3 different dies, so you can cut it 3 different ways. You can either cut it over the top of a card, on the side to the left, or to the right. Okay, so that's how what's going on. And if you look at the packaging, it'll show you exactly how you can actually put those dies or place those dies how you want, and then you can cut it out. I would stamp first, clearly stamp it first, and then place your die wherever you want it to be cut out of. Okay, so those are some tips on that. And then let's see. Now here's one. Now again, I wish I could find the one that I really fell in love with. I don't know what I did with that thing, but this is the second time I started working with it, and we can take a little hello friend off. It doesn't. I just put that on there, and so see how it cuts. You can cut it like this. So here's the rest of the card, right? Like that. Okay, and then you can cut it out so that it cuts on that side. I think this one came out really cute. Really, really cute. Now I tell you, this is a little challenging though. Trying to get that border, because what you have to do is lay that die down again, and it's all about lining it up. You're still gonna have a little bit. You just are. You can't. It won't be perfect where you won't have any white in there. So you are gonna have a little bit of white. But again, that's the little mouse. Yeah. Alrighty. And now here is what I want. The main thing I want to show you today. So this is stuff that I just did today. So there's a couple of ways that you can actually work this die. And there's a couple of things that you can do. So the first one, I'm going to do this. What I did was I cut the little dogs to come out the top. So if you look on the back, see? And so again, you'd have to, and I'm going to show you how to fix that little problem on the other card. So I cut the little dogs out. And then I cut them out again and place something on top. And then I use some resist ink. Okay, and what you say, what is that, Lola? That's, any water-based ink like this. Okay, and I just use some ink pads. And I just simply use my little dauber. Like that, okay? With couple of different colors, some greens, some shades of blue. Then I use some water. A little spritz or whatever, so I could get that little water effect. And then they had some cute little dog paws stamps in this collection, just a little dog paw, and then I put the little dog paws over top of it. Now, I have my dogs now. That way I wouldn't mess up my dogs, okay? I wouldn't get water up here. I wouldn't get ink up here accidentally. So now that that's all done, and now I can go back, and if I want to, I can go ahead and color these little dudes, okay? And then, finish the inside here, because nobody wants a card that looks like that. So that's that technique using water-based ink pads, resist, and then covering up your main. So you can cover it up like this. Now you can also not put this down permanently. You can put just some tape, some temporary tape, and put something over it. Or you can use that. If you guys remember, I did a video about this drawing mask. And that's what I'm going to show you next. You can cover this up. It's just like rubber base, and it dries. And then you just, peel it off with your finger, and then you can color whatever you want. So I'm going to show you the next one here. But this is one you can just cut it out, put it on top, so you don't mess up your original little doggy dogs. Okay. Then the second one is this. And again, for anybody who wants to see, these are like little masks. And then I just started messing around with them. They look like they've been in a fight. They're like, well, what happened? Who won? I don't know. He did. They look a mess, y'all. This was not my best coloring process. So don't nobody hold that against me. I was just messing around with them. And my point was, I cut these out to use them like little, for little masters I was working on. Okay, so y'all don't think bad of me. Don't talk about, don't leave no bad comments. in the well, you can leave as many comments as y'all want. All right, so let me show you this right here. All right, so this one is the one I did, and it's basically almost a finished card, okay? And I thought it was so cute. What I did with this one is that I actually used the drawing gum, okay, over my little animals, and I just haven't. And all you do is you just, push your finger against it, and it will rub off, and then it'll be white, and then I can color whatever I want. But I wanted to use some paper on this one, so I thought this came out really, really, really cute. And then on the inside, what I did was I laid the dies down, and this was tricky, but I had to lay the die down again so that this would line up as best as possible. And it didn't do too bad. Now, what's going to happen when I get ready to color these? Now, remember, I just, let me see if I can do it. Okay, see how it's rubbing off? It'll rub right off. Okay, and now I can, it's just, it's just rubber. Excuse me. Now I can go in. And you can't do this straight away. Once you put this down, you want to let it dry. Let it dry. Don't put it down. You don't have to put it down too thick. Let's see. All right. And I'm going to do one so you can see the difference. And you can just rub it off right with your finger. It comes right off. Now, I do have a little situation there that I'm not totally happy with, but that didn't come from the drawing gum. You can see that little situation right there. That didn't come. That's just, I don't know, me making a mistake. All right, so now you can see this is the one with the drawing gum on it, as you can see, right? And then this is the one once I pulled it off. Just rub it off with your finger, and now I can color this as I want. But remember, if you use any kind of alcohol-based pens, anything like that will seep through the paper, you're going to have to cut these little dudes out again, okay? You cut them out again. And then what you'll do is you will place them back over here. And then this is down temporarily. So you can go ahead and put them down here. And then that'll cover that up. If you don't, then you can have all that ugly ink. And you don't want all that ugly ink. Okay. And then the last but not least, I just made a cute little, wait a minute. I go, wait. Okay. Yeah, that way. So we have that going there. And then a cute little, this is some paper from the Positivity collection with the little paws on it, but I'm going to use actually this orange here, and then I'll put some cute little sentiment on the inside of the card, and then I'll probably run some little paw prints going across the back. Again, this is my absolute favorite one. I absolutely love that. Now, it was one little thing I also wanted to share with y'all about this cute little collection, and I lost my thought what it was. And I know as soon as I hit the camera and in the off mode, then it's going to be like, oh, that's what it was. But I can't remember. So quite unfortunately, I'll have to recall it later. So anyway, these are older. This is an older set of these little dies. And there might have been, I think there was a little bird. Yeah, I'm sorry, there was. Again, here they are. There was a little bird. What am I talking about? There's a little bird. Okay. The little cats, the doggies, and the cute, adorable mouse, which I love. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. This is the other little hint. That's what I wanted to tell you. I highly recommend you don't just use a plain pre-formatted card, meaning a card that's already scored down the middle, because what's going to happen is that score line, it doesn't matter whether you use like this 6x6 or 5x7 or whatever, that score line is going to be in your card, and it's going to go all the way across your little animals. So this is the time when you want to cut a piece of 5.5 by 11, and then you score it in half, like just on the edges. So what I mean by that is I took this piece of paper here, okay, and I cut a piece of 5.5 by 11, okay, and then I found where the middle was, and I put it on my scoreboard, and I just made a small little score line here, and a small little score line there, because I knew I'm going to put my characters right in here. So if you use a regular card that's already scored, your little animal is going to have that score line going across, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so just put a little score line to guide you here, guide you there, and then if you need to, like draw a little line or something, or make a real faint score line or something like that, so that it's straight, you can do it like that. That's what I wanted to tell you. All right, so you guys, thanks so much again for watching Crafting with Lola and Oscar. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email at Daniel's Lola, the number 35. Yeah? And you guys have a good week. April showers, please bring May flowers. Bye-bye.